So I just want to start this video by saying that I've been having an absolute amazing time with Modern Warfare 2 beta. I've been having a lot of fun with it, and overall, I think this game is going to be very good. I think it's going to be very enjoyable. There's a lot to enjoy with this game, and it seems like there are a lot of things that they have improved upon from Modern Warfare 2019. However, with that being said, there is one crucial thing in this game that I think prevents it from being a lot more fun than it could be. Now, there are a lot of things in this game that I do have issues with, and I'm definitely going to be talking more about them in my full beta review, which is going to be coming, I think, either tomorrow or the day after, depending on when I make it. But the main thing that the main problem I have with this game is the footstep audio. This is the #1 thing that is preventing me from having a lot more fun with this game. And the reason that I think the footstep audio is way too loud, and I think a lot of people would agree with this, it really prevents you from moving around the map without just being pre-fired by someone, and it really promotes this sort of sentinel gameplay that Infinity Ward are really trying to promote with this game. And I think this is just the absolute wrong direction for Call of Duty to be going in. We should not be promoting camping, we should be denying it realistically. It shouldn't be completely invalid in a game, but I think to be promoting it as much as Infinity Ward are is just ridiculous in my opinion. And the big thing which helps them is the footstep audio. Now, there are two ways they can combat this footstep audio. They can either, one, turn it down, which they allegedly did from the weekend one, but it seems exactly the same to me, or they could just add a ninja perk or a dead silence perk. Now, I just want to say, people who defend dead silence being a field upgrade and saying that if your footsteps are completely silent all the time, that's not fair. Well, the field upgrade doesn't even completely silence your footsteps, and ninja or dead silence never did in the past. It was always like a massive reduction, like 60+%. So it's never going to completely eliminate your footsteps. It's just going to massively reduce them. So people don't have that dependency on their ears. And, there's a lot more skill that factors into winning a gunfight, such as reaction times, accuracy, even just your class setup build itself, like what weapon you're using, that kind of stuff. There should be a lot more that goes into winning a gunfight in a Call of Duty game than just hearing someone and then pre-aiming a corner and then just shooting them. Because realistically, in this game, with how quick the time to kill is in this game, I think the footstep audio should not be as loud as it is, because it's not really fair. If somebody is pre-aiming you, not even pre-firing, just waiting for you around a corner, your reaction times alone aren't quick enough to win a gunfight because the time to kill is so quick. If this was something like Black Ops Cold War, Black Ops 4, something like that, the time to kill is a lot slower in those games, so you could probably pull it off if you're like infinitely better than the guy that is pre-firing you. And I do think the time to kill is a little bit too quick in Modern Warfare 2. I think it could be slowed down a little bit, but I don't want it slowed down too much at the same time. I do like a quicker time to kill. You can sort of move on the gunfights quicker. However, I think with a quick time to kill, you need to pair that with quiet footsteps, because if you have someone stomping around, realistically, it's going to be the first person who shoots who's going to win the gunfight, and there should be a lot more to knowing where people are as opposed to just the footsteps, like your UAV, game awareness in general, like say spawn control, that kind of stuff. There's a lot more that should factor into knowing where someone is and being ready for them. And to be fair, dead silence of the field upgrade does charge up pretty quick in this game. I think it is a lot quicker than Modern Warfare 2019, which is nice. And there also is the ultimate perk, which allows it to charge up 40% quicker. You can have 2 charges. But I think there should just be a ninja perk, and they should obviously revert the old perk package system. But even so, I think dead silence would be a good bonus perk. I think maybe an ultimate perk, I think it's a little bit too powerful, plus it's too late in the game to have a proper effect. However, it is too strong to be just a base perk, so I think a bonus perk would be a perfect fit for it. Now, I would take it as an ultimate perk. That is a great compromise. That's another thing as well they didn't change from the weekend one. They said they were going to reduce the charge up time on the perks, but they just haven't, I'm pretty sure. So hopefully that's something they change for the full game, and if they do, then yeah, I'll take it as an ultimate perk, I suppose. But realistically, I just want the original perk system back, man. But yeah, aside from that, that's all I have to say on footsteps. I just want to take some time to talk about my general thoughts and feelings on the beta, because I haven't really done a video since the beta actually came out for my console. I played it a lot on PlayStation, but I didn't play it a lot on PlayStation. I played like an hour and a half, something like that. But I've been mainly playing on my Xbox One. I think I've probably got about 7 hours game time. That's a very rough estimate. And I just have to say, I'm having a lot of fun with this game, like I said at the start of the video. The main thing is the footstep audio. I reckon if they actually adjusted the footstep audio, not even added a Dead Silence field upgrade or perk or whatever, if they actually just reduced the footstep audio to a point where it wasn't as strong as it is in this game or Modern Warfare 2019, I could probably ignore all the other issues in the game. Now, obviously, would I like those issues to be amended to make the game even better? Yes, of course I would, because I want this game to do well. However, if the one thing they adjusted was the footstep audio and they left the minimap the same, they, you know, all the other complaints that I'm going to say for my future video, if they just left all them the same, I could live with it, because realistically, all the stuff they've done well in this game, they've done really well. The map design is a lot better than Modern Warfare 2019. Granted, I think Museum and Hotel are a little bit on the larger side, a little bit on the complex side. I'm not a huge fan of those maps, but they're still better than maps like Piccadilly, Grosvenor Raids, so it's a plus from me. I've got to say though, Mikado and Farm 18 are brilliant maps. I really like Farm 18. I think that's my favorite map of the beta. A lot of people have been saying that Mikado is their favorite map, the Mexican town one. But I don't know, I just prefer Farm 18. They are both fantastic maps, and I'm hoping the map design is as good as those maps. Obviously, we're supposed to have the F1 map in the beta as well, which we never did. They've completely removed any promotional material for that map, so I don't think it's going to exist anymore, unfortunately. But I'm just hoping the map design is as good as Mikado and Farm 18, and we have less maps like Hotel and Museum, sorry. I do have to say, on Hardpoint and maybe at a stretch domination, these maps are pretty decent. They're not too bad. But I'm just thinking, especially in terms of the camo grind, I'm going to want to be as efficient as possible when it comes to camo grinding. And realistically, I'm not going to want to sit there for 10 minutes and get 20 kills on a match of Dom Museum. You know, I want to play something where I can get 50, 60 kills on Farm 18 or something like that, you know. So, although those maps are playable still, they are definitely going to be on the lower end of the map sort of selection, ranking, hierarchy, whatever. I'm just hoping that there is at least a decent map variety in the game. I'm hoping they pull a Vanguard and have a lot of maps on launch. However, that was something that was a main focal point for Vanguard, was that they had 16 maps at launch or something like that. And that was something that was leaked at the start as well, was that they had a ton of maps. I don't think we've heard anything on the amount of maps for Modern Warfare 2. If we have, please correct me. But I'm just hoping there's at least a decent map variety in the game, and hopefully some kind of shipment to get the camo grind going well. But anyway, that's going to do it for today's video. Either tomorrow or the day after, I'll have my full Modern Warfare 2 beta review. And then after that, I'll just have a bunch of Modern Warfare 2 videos planned, you know, talking about my hopes for the game. I've got some S&D gameplay which I can make a video on, that kind of stuff. We've got about just under a month now, actually. I think it's like 20 something days until the campaign comes out. So if you want to see me live stream that or make a series of videos, let me know in the comments below, because I'm not decided yet. But that's gonna do it for today's video. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.